There we go. All right. So now, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do some other kinds of questions. We'll do a little bit of absolute value. What I did with the other class after the absolute value stuff, I went back to trigonometry. So I hope no one has a problem with that. Again, my interpretation is the impression I get is that people struggle with trig. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to do more examples after some absolute value examples. All right, so let's do this. All right. So we're going to solve this absolute value equation. Now, remember, with absolute value, okay, what you're going to get is two equations to solve. Namely, you're going to have this equation, the absolute value of something equals 8. So you have this something equals 8 and this something equals -8. In other words, from this equation, the absolute value of -3x minus 4 is 8. You have to solve these two corresponding equations. All right, that's not so bad. Okay, that's good. So what do we do? From this equation, right, we have -3x minus 4 equals 8, right? What do? You isolate x. You have to get x all alone. Okay, so let's add 4 to both sides. Right? Then we have -3x equals 12. So we have -3x equals 12. That's good. Then from here, right? Then from here, we have -3x equals 12. We want to get x all alone, right? We don't want -3x, we want x, so we divide by -3. And these are going to cancel. So we get x equals 12 over -3, which is -4. So for the first equation, our solution is x equals -4. Now we're not done though, right? Now how do I know we're not done? Let me just get to the slide. Because we have the other equation to solve, right? We have two equations to solve. We have to solve this one as well. It's really the same steps, actually. Your answer is going to be different, of course. We have -3x minus 4 equals -8. Okay? So how do we solve this? Let's add 4 to both sides. Right? Again, it's the same steps. You want to get x all alone. So we have -3x equals -8 plus 4, which is -4, right? Because again, we add 4 to both sides. We want to get x all alone. So we have -3x equals -4. -3x equals -4 then. But we don't want -3x. We want x all alone. So what do? We divide. We're going to divide both sides by -3. They'll cancel here, and we get x. So we'll get x equals -4 over -3, which is 4 over 3. So that's what we get here. So these are the two solutions here, okay? Two solutions. All right, good. Are there any questions on this? All right, let's do an absolute value inequality. Now remember, from here, just like with equations, in the sense that you're going to get 2 from 1. You're going to get 2 inequalities from an absolute value inequality. Namely, we have to solve these 2 inequalities. This compound one, we have to solve. So for -5x minus 12, the absolute value of it less than or equal to 2. We have -5x minus 12 less than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to negative 2. That's what we have to solve. Okay, it's not so bad. You just have to get x all alone in the middle. You have to get x all alone in the middle. All right, so let's add 12 to both sides. We'll do that first. Okay, doing so, we get 10 less than or equal to negative 5x less than or equal to 14. Okay, we get that. From here, right, what do we get next? Well, we have negative 5x all alone in the middle. We don't want that. We want x all alone. So we divide everything by negative 5. Now remember, when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the inequalities. Flip the inequalities, right? That's what I'm doing here. Turn it around. Turn it around, okay? That's what you have to do. So we turn the inequalities around. So what's going to happen is we'll get negative 2 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to negative 14 over 5. That's what we get. I mean, here I had 14 over negative 5, but that's the same thing as this. And that's our answer, and we're actually done because x is all alone in the middle. So we get these inequalities, which is the same thing as this. And the solution set is this, as you can see. As you can see. Any questions on this one? Okay. Here's another one. Let's do this one. Same. It's really the same idea, right? You have 4x plus 9 in absolute value less than or equal to 3, right? So from here, we get 4x plus 9 less than or equal to 3 greater than or equal to negative 3, right? That's what we have to do. So from here, right, we want to get x all alone in the middle. So what can we do? Well, let's subtract 9, right, to get it out of there. And we have to do that to every side, right? Whatever you do to one thing, you have to do to the other. Keep it all balanced. So we get 4x, and so we subtract 9. This is less than or equal to 3 minus 9. Greater than or equal to negative 3 minus 9, which is minus 12. So we have minus 12 less than or equal to 4x, less than or equal to minus 6. After that comes 4x over 4, right? Because we don't want 4x in the middle. We want x all alone. So we divide by 4. But whatever you do here, you have to do to the other sides. So we get 4x over 4 greater than or equal to minus 12 over 4 less than or equal to minus 6 over 4. From here, we get x is greater than or equal to negative 3 less than or equal to negative 6 over 4, negative 3 over 2. Okay. That's what we get here. So our answer then is negative 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to negative 3 halves. And of course, as an interval, that's what we get. You don't have to draw the inequality, the graph it, excuse me, you don't have to graph the solution set, mostly because I didn't ask you to. And I don't plan on asking you to either on the final. So, all right. Other questions on this? Yes.
I just have a question. When are you supposed to flip the sign?
When you multiply or divide by a negative number, right? That's what we did here. We divided by negative 5. And so the inequality got flipped.
Okay,
See?
so only when you do it by a negative.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I hope it, good question. Any other questions?
So we wouldn't flip the signs because the 4 isn't negative, but the 12
Exactly.
is.
If we divide it by -4, then the inequalities would have to flip.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. And again, I thought that it'd be good to do some more trig. So I hope everyone's okay with that. Okay, so let's say we have this. Cosecant of theta is 9 divided by 8. Let's find all the other trig functions. We're not gonna find though theta. We're not gonna figure out what theta is.